I'm curious, were there events or decisions or things along the way that you look back on and can say, man, that was a huge mistake and you learned from it or got better because of it? What type of mistakes did you make along the way?
Yeah, I'm of the mindset that Nelson Mandela, who said, I am either winning or I'm learning. And that is one of the best mindsets when you can look back and say, what did I learn from this? And look at any of my decisions in my career as losing. I really think they were learning opportunities for me of what can I bring better. For example, this is later in the career when I began to get a little self-confident, a little bit of cockiness, like, we're the best. We were supposed to show up to market something and there were lots of caterers coming. Thought I could just slide on my reputation. You sit back just a little bit. Then when the bid is awarded, we didn't get it. I was like, now I could have seen that as a huge failure, or I could have made excuses for them. Like, they don't know what they're doing. They're going to be sorry, blah, blah. Or I could take it in and say, what did you learn from this, Mary? You forgot to bring your best self. And showing up with a little tiny notebook instead of a huge spread of food was not your best self. And so you learn, you get to reevaluate and come back at it and do it again. Life does not say you get only one shot. Very few things in this life are a one-shot time. Now, it might be one shot in what you perceive as an opportunity, but it's not one shot in life's opportunities.
Yeah.
A great example of that is my life right now. As a working single mother, and even though I was married, it was like I was single. He could not hold down a job. He really did not care for the children. I think a father should care for them. I was wearing a lot of different hats. And I choose the company and over showing up for a basketball game. It's very hard for me to say that now. When I hear at this age, when we have those heart-to-heart talks with my children who are now in their 40s, sometimes, Mom, I would just wonder, what were you doing that was more important than me? That is some of the hardest stuff you'll ever hear. And you might sit back and say, well, Mary, that was a once-in-a-shot opportunity, and you don't get a second chance. I don't know if I feel that way, because now the relationship I have with my children, we are so close. And where do you think I am? Like this week, I had 3 baseball games, 1 soccer game. I had 2 plays, 1 choir concert, a graduation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone knows in Mary's life, if I have a family commitment, I don't care if you just think that it's a basketball game. It's the most important thing I can do. And because I learned from my opportunities, I now have this one. And my children have given me a second chance.